Hello, hello. What's
Marhaban.
going on, Kat?
Hey, Joe. Long time.
It's been like a whole 2 weeks.
Mm. Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Has
Time
it been that?
flies.
Wow, can't believe it's been that long. It doesn't feel like that. I think it's because like the holidays and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, how
Agreed.
is everyone? Razu, go. Yeah, yalla.
Oh, we're doing solid. Doing solid. How about you guys?
We're doing great. What about everybody in the chats?
What's that? Let's
What about
see.
everybody?
Let's go. Oh, wow. We're loading up already. Oh, I forgot. Got to throw a big old to my boy. What's up, Sam? I know he's watching out there somewhere.
Oh, my stepdad? Oh, I don't
My
know.
homie.
I hear them chatting over there.
What's
Okay.
up, Mike? Big Mike's in the house.
Duval.
Sean double dipping in there. And
Yep.
backstage, we got to throw a huge shout out to Sean. Backstage, always helping us out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of you don't know, like Mike Duvall does like an enormous amount of our scheduling and makes this show happen behind the scenes with stuff like you just don't see going on with all the channel. And that's awesome, dude. We appreciate you, Mike. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Hi, G-Paw. Oh, that's me. Is that me?
Will, what's up, Will?
Hi, Will.
What's up, Carl?
Car.
I always want to call you Mo because I see Satchmos.
Sashmoli.
Oh, hey, who's that? Who's that fisherman lady in the chat? What's up with that?
Carrie. Hi, Carrie.
That
Hi.
chickapoo. Oh,
Hello,
see, yeah, we're getting. Oh,
Carrie.
so, heck yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
there he is.
what's up, Sammy's watching? Yeah, bud. That's awesome. Love
Hi, Baba.
it.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So I think we
All
have
right, so what do you got on tap for us tonight with that big old knowledge of yours?
Okay. Have you guys ever been mistaken? You're walking down the street and somebody comes up to you and like, hey, how are you? I haven't seen you in such a long time. And then you miss that who are you again window. Well, same thing happens with tarantulas. You get mistaken, identities get mixed crossed or crisscrossed or whatever, and then you have a species you thought you wanted, but you ended up with something different. How do you not make that mistake again? Well, you came to the right place because Joe and I are going to help you pick out the right tarantula for you. Sorry, my cat. And yeah, basically not get the wrong tarantula. If you want to get the right one, then you are going to have, what's that? A check grade 8 mark on your test today.
So
Yeah,
we dissect them, right? That's how we learn to tell them apart. We just completely dissect them. No, don't
yep,
do that, folks. Then you won't have a tarantula.
exactly. So I have some with me, possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a few examples. And we also have some pictures because who doesn't like to learn without pictures, illustrations? Yeah, that. But we're not going to do that right now. But those pictures are generously provided by Tom Patterson, our lovely tarantula president. So please go visit his website at
Thanks,
Hardcore
Tom.
Arachnids. Yeah, go Tom. We love you, Tom. Yes, Hardcore Arachnids right there. Tom Patterson, our tarantula president. So if you want a beautiful tarantula, he has beautiful selections of old world and new worlds. New worlds or old worlds. I don't know if I'm doing it backwards. But yes, anything you want, he has more than just tarantulas. So if you're into like the cute creepy crawlies, he has them. So go check him out. What you got for us, Joe?
I think of like what a not cute creepy crawly is. All right, folks, I'm gonna be honest. Centipedes, like the big Asian group of centipedes. No, sorry. I want
The
to love them.
millipedes.
I just can't do it. Millipedes are awesome.
Yeah, we got the millipedes. Hi, Mako.
What's up, G-Paw? Yeah, no, it's just a personal thing. Like
Yeah.
most of the centipedes, when people wanted photos of them, they're very, very angry,
Hmm.
super aggressive,
Yeah.
and
Um,
they got a gnarly sting. I haven't got nailed by one yet. No, I'm not gonna.
hmm. Yeah. So the funny thing about centipedes is that they're also another misunderstood animal and
Mm.
highly demonized because of how they look, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
one of my closest friends, Chris, over at Pels Peculiar Pets, now he goes by a different name, but go check him out on Instagram. He actually trains his centipedes, which is amazing, and they act like puppies. Like, so they have the ability to remember your scent. So if you are into centipedes and you're wanted to dive more into that, go check them out and just go on YouTube and check out other people, with the centipedes because they're really good animals.
All right, I'm willing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
I've of course only experienced them at shows when they're at their most agitated, so I'd give them another chance. But
Yeah.
man, I've watched them attack those tongs and go wild, and oof, they make me nervous. But
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah. Real quick, big love shout out to Bosa. We love you, Bosa.
Yeah. Good luck, brother. Everybody's thinking about you, man.
Mm. All
If you can,
right.
if you can throw both some love and prayers, definitely throw some his way.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. Um, yeah. How come my comments are like so behind instead of on my phone? That is so weird. All right. So are you guys ready to talk about the clone effect of tarantulas?
Yeah.
Yay! All
Man, I
right.
mix up booty sapphires and red rumps all day long. I need help.
You need help really with those?
I
Huh.
mean, I just can't.
Sapphire, the green
No.
sapphire, red rubs. I gotta see that. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's get down to the myths real quick. So I always preach to know the scientific names, right? Why do we need to know the scientific names first, Joe?
Uh-oh, I'm on the spot, folks. I'm gonna fail the test. Well, number one, common names change all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
One.
and so to me that means a big deal. So I'm gonna bring up the Aviculari group, right? So Aviculari, the pink toe group. There is called an Amazonian pink toe, which used to be in the Aviculari group, but is no longer in the Aviculari group. So that's a big one. Then we can bring up the Grammostola curi and I said it right,
Yep.
and the Grammostola pulchra, which is the Brazilian blacks and I think they're calling it the Uruguayan black beauty, right?
You're yes.
Um,
Yep. You're right. Yep.
so they actually messed those up because they look very similar,
Mm-hmm.
and they crossed them, and we started calling them the wrong names.
Mm-hmm.
And so one just became the Brazilian black, and one became the Uruguayan black beauty,
Yep.
and we're actually calling them the wrong thing still. And there's a confusion in the hobby over it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a Brazilian black, a Grammostola pulchra at home, but it's actually truly a Grammostola curi. Kat and I found this out because I actually temporarily had a Grammostola curi, which is so I've had both, and there is a difference. So for me, those are the big reasons. So you know
Exactly.
actually what you're doing.
Yep. All right.
Hmm.
So here in either Texas or California, mostly Texas and California, there's this tarantula called the Brachypelma homori and the Brachypelma smithi. Now, these are the two main that are very popular in the hobby, and they are the most mistaken tarantula out of all tarantulas. So the Homori is okay. I'm going to give you the common names, which are totally wrong, by the way. So the common name is the flame knee or red knee. Now, if you're in Texas, a lot of people call them the flame knee. If you're in California, they call it the red knee, which in reality
Mm-hmm.
is the other way around. And if you're in California, it's going to be the other way around. So it's very confusing. This is why we love the scientific names. So practice, practice, practice.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
in Google, by the way, if you look something up,
Mhm.
uh, some of these tarantulas will have three different names for them too, like depending on the region or the different countries you're in.
Yep.
So, if you're ordering online or you're trying to talk to somebody about care guide or breeding possibilities,
Mhm.
whatever it might be, and just general knowledge, you might be getting the wrong animal.
Mhm. You're right. You're so right.
Right.
So these are the tarantulas. Okay, I feel like we're in a Mandela effect because when I was a kid
Mhm.
watching the movie Home Alone, the second one, the one with the tarantula that goes on his
Mhm.
face. All right, I remember specifically it was a Brachypelma homori, which is the red knee. It
Mhm.
was orange. I remember it was orange and how it looked. Growing up now, they either changed it. I don't know the deal. But anyways, so if you are familiar with that scene, they had an orange tarantula, the legs,
Mhm.
that tarantula. So that's what I'm talking about.
I swore one of the scenes had a Chaco in it too. They might have used several different ones.
They had like three different species. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. Hi, Kiko.
Oh,
Kuya.
Will's got a great point. Darth Maul and the Mexican half and half. There's another good one.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I see that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Which
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Darth Maul's a way cooler name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is pretty cool. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys one of the Brachypelma genus. So if we're going to be talking about tarantulas, you have to know two things: genus and species. So genus is like saying, just for an example, Latins, right? There's a whole bunch of different Latins. There's Mexican, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Dominican, right? There's a whole bunch. So that's species, I guess. I'm trying to make it so people can understand. All right. So that's genus, right? And then you have the species. So I'm going to show you guys here. We're going to start off with the Brachypelma genus. Now, this one is kind of rare, but I've been seeing it more often in the hobby. So this is the Brachypelma auratum, the Halloween tarantula. I'm gonna see if I can get them out. What do we need, guys? All right, our trusty handy notebook. No, I'm just kidding. It's a brush. Okay, so he is in here. I'm going to try and get him out. No kiki hairs. They are notorious for kicking hair. This genus, the Brachypelma.
Hmm.
Hi,
Even the more relaxed ones, just for
Mm-hmm.
funsies sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, are these guys level one?
No. So the Brachypelma genus in general, their hairs are the highest.
Okay, that's good to
Mhm.
know.
Yeah. So their hairs suck. All right. So
Makes
here he
sense.
is. So he has orange. His carapace kind of looks like the Hamori and the Smithy, but he looks way much different. And I'm going to explain to you what makes him different than the other two species. All right, so now that you have that in mind, Sean, can you pull up the picture, please, of the first one? And I will explain that. All right, so here we have what I was telling you guys earlier, the Brachypelma homori and the Brachypelma smithi. So the smithi is the more rare one, which was found first in time, and then it was the homori. So the homori have a more dark orange and a black head, whereas the smithy has a light orange and a faded head. So I'm talking about the black square part. You can kind of see the difference. And then the Hamori will always have a more oval body, whereas the smithy will have a thick body, more rounded, if you will.
Hmm.
So although they look super similar and they are from the same genus, they're different species. All right, let's go to
Now,
the.
can these interbreed?
There has been reported rumors back where people mistake them or thought that they were actually just one species instead of the two. But no, they are completely different species because of the spermathecae. So the spermathecae is I would say, sex organ, and the where the eggs drop in. So if you were to try to mix breed these two, they would have different fallopian tubes, if you will, for the female. So male and female could not mix breed. It would have a lot of complications, and the key would not fit into the keyhole. People tend to prefer what do people tend to prefer? Tanner asked. Out of this genus, the Brachypelma homori. That is the most common of this genus. Name hybrids, got it. Yes. Yeah, hybrids and these you can never get a hybrid from a tarantula. The key is just there's a different lock and key. Yeah. Oh, wait, what was that comment? I missed it. Was that a question?
I just said no hybrids.
No, the one before that. Oh, okay. All right, Sean, can we move on to the next one? Those are the two commercials, right? Okay. All right. Yeah, so the next species. Right. All right. So here's the same ones, the Brachypelma homori and the smithy. So here's what I was telling you guys earlier, where the homori is more oval and then the smithy is more big and plump. So if you are wanting to get one of these, make sure you can tell the difference. You see the slight coloration in both of them. I don't know if you can like widen that a little bigger. No, you can't. Okay, never mind. I'll try to get up to the screen because I can't see it.
What's going on, Dickie? Dickie Foster.
Hi, Dickie. That's awesome. Thanks for being here, Dickie. And the other Will, thank you. Okay, so yeah. Any questions on this specific genus? I have the homori and I have the auratum, the one that I just showed you guys here live. But the homori, the one that I have, does not have its colors. It's still a little bitty itty little bit baby. Yeah. Big and plump. Yes, Will. Big and plump. All right, Sean, the next picture. Okay, so this is the Brachypelma. Oh my god, this is the worst. The worst hairs. The Bomi. Okay, so this one, thank you, Tom, for providing these pictures. The worst hairs of all tarantulas in the world has the worst hairs. You do not want to get these hairs on you. Now, the common name is either the blood leg or the red leg or the flame leg. You see what I did there? You saw what I did there, Joe?
I've heard them called two of those things just in Michigan alone.
Exactly.
And labeled as both.
Yep.
On tables away.
Yep. All right. So
can I throw something there real quick?
Yeah.
So I will say that just like any other exotic animals out there, that there's amazing breeders and vendors out there that carry these animals, and there's some that aren't. So I have watched people go out there and they'll see this one's, oh, they've got it labeled as a blood leg, so they'll come over here and call it a fire leg like it's something different,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And either drop or raise the price, pretending like it's something different, even though it's the same animal.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up because that happens so often. And if you're not, knowledgeable, or you don't have the knowledge of what species you have, some breeder out there that just only cares about money will flunk you and they'll
Mm-hmm.
trick you. Yeah, they will trick
All
you.
day long.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, so the next one. So this is the Brachypelma albiceps, sorry. Now, this one gets heavily confused with the Aphonopelma hensi, the Texas brown, or the Arizona brown. So the albiceps is, as slings, is going to look exactly like a lot of the Aphonopelma genus and species. So there has been times where this specific tarantula has been sold at pet chain stores as a different species, and then they grows up and they're like, okay, what is this? So this is a really docile species, very reputable around America. So if you really like this one, I highly suggest you get it. One of the calmer Brachypelma species. But yes, this one has a very golden brown carapace. So you cannot mistake it for a Phaunopelma hensi, the Texas brown, because the Texas brown is in the name. It's brown. All right, next picture. This one is the Brachypelma emilia. Now this is very easy to identify because of the triangle, the black triangle on its head or carapace. In the hobby or in pet chain stores, it's labeled as the painted leg, or again, the red knee, which is very wrong because the knees are not red. The knees are black. So if you see a tarantula with a triangle on its head, it's an emilia.
those are so pretty.
They are, aren't they so pretty?
I love the absolute blacks on them, like a Gramisola pulchra or Curie, and then you switch to that just orange red. It's
Yeah,
just so bright.
yeah. And this is also another docile species. Will. Yes. So the irradicating hairs on this one is also a high level, but they're not known to kick off so much. So I like this species. They're really nice. Our next one. Next. All right.
There we
My
go.
favorite genus. Okay. Actually, Sean, take it down real quick. Okay. So the Acanthoscurria geniculata. Nope. Take it down. Not that one. Yeah. Okay. So the Acanthoscurria geniculata. The Brazilian white, black and white, has different common names, which I hate, but this one is
Yeah.
the black and white. Yeah. And so to help people remember it, I named mine's Beetlejuice. This is not Beetlejuice. This is Khonshu. But the famous Beetlejuice, she's over there. She's not happy today, so I can't take her out. So
It
I have,
happens.
yeah, so I have Khonshu with me. Now, to talk a little bit about this species, there's about three or four that look exactly like this one. And I'm gonna show you in a bit. So we have the Acanthoscurria geniculata. We have the Nandu genus, which is completely different. It's like saying British and Native American, completely different, even though they look alike. So we have this one, and we have the Nandu genus, which, if you can see, looks like it, right? Okay. And then So that's the Nandu coloratus. And then this one is the Nandu chromatis. I know the names. I know. Just bear with me. Oh, let me turn her around. So this is Angelina Jolie.
Love the name. That's hilarious.
I know. I love her name. Okay. Can you guys see? Hi, Angelina. Please don't kick hair. Ah, she ran in. But anyways, we can get to the pictures now because nobody is cooperating. All right, so that here is what I showed you first, the Acanthoscarea geniculata, and they are highly famous in the hobby. They have about 50 to 80 babies in a sack. Can go up to 100, give or take. So that's why they're very not sought after, but they're very available in the hobby because they have a lot of babies and they're very popular. Next. Now, the Nandu I can't say that. Coloratovilius. I can't say it still. God. But anyways, this one has pink hairs. It may look red, but they have pink hairs on their abdomen. It's not red, it's pink.
Mm-hmm.
So this one looks identical to the next one, which is the Nandu chromatis, Angelina Jolie. So you see how the abdomen is really fiery red? So this one and the one previous, although they may look alike, check the hairs. The carapace and the hairs on the bum is going to give it away for you. Pink and red. Got it? Pink and red. Okay. All right. So those two, although same genus, different species. Again, what makes them different, although in the same genus, is their spermathecae, which is their sex organs. All right. So I have here that I didn't put on the list on the pictures. Was that the last one, Sean? Ah, here we go.
Ooh, there we go.
Yes. So this is also a Nandu and genus, species Tripepi. So the Nandu Tripepi is the Brazilian blonde. Picture. Okay. So it's pink and blonde, and it looks like a fuzzy teddy bear. So this one is also very famous in the hobby. I have one, but she's still a baby, so we can't really see her colors and her fuzziness. But their hairs is also a level 6. So you do not want to get those hairs on you. Yes. Oh yeah, Will Python Portal. His Acanthoscarea geniculata. Her name is Zebra Cake. It's so cute. Yeah, she's very cute. Okay, was that the last one of the Nandu Tripepi? I don't remember if I sent it. Oh, the picture of the Tom's website. I don't know if you can do that. Can you? If not, guys, please go to Hardcore Arachnids. Yeah, no. Hardcore Arachnids. Tom Patterson has a great selection. Yeah, has a great selection of tarantulas and other inverts. So thank you, Tom, for everything that you do. And if you want to go see him in person and me, we are going to be at the Long Island Nassau Reptile Expo, February 7th. So go check him out and us as well with Sammy Bull Pythons. All right.
Ooh, do we have another commercial? Boom.
Nice commercials.
I like them.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All right.
Sean, I sent you a couple of photos. Maybe you can load one when she's done if we have time.
Yeah.
We can play the game called What's on Joe's Arm That Shouldn't Be.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So a bonus of some tarantulas that also get misidentified are these two. So this one is Joe. What is it?
Oh, I might know what that is. That might be one of my personal favorites.
Yes, it is.
That is a Grammostola species, and it's a Grammostola pulchripes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Good
I always
job.
say that one wrong. That is a tough one for me because I always want to say pulcher, not pulchripes.
Right. Good job. So you see how it's called the Choco Goldeny because it has bright golden patterning around and everything. So we have that one, and then we have this one. Let's see. Where's my flashlight? Where's my flashlight? Really? I just had my flashlight. It's right here. Okay. And we have here.
Is that a stripe leg or a skeleton? I can't see.
Zebra knee.
Well, see, and that's a good point, folks. Straight knees, skeleton legs, zebra knees to the somebody new, they look very, very similar.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get her out. Hold on. Wait. Look at me being a noob without covering. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, sweetie. All right, so you saw how the Choco Goldeny Grammostola pulchripes is gold, right? Hi, Holly. Hi, mamas. Hi, cutie. No, don't go back in. Don't go back in. No, she's biting the brush. Okay. Here we go. So, you see how similar she looks to the other one? She does have gold, but the pattern is very different. And the spinnerets are actually a different color. And in the right light or in the right tinge, they have a blue hue. And they actually have a variant of this species that's actually really, really blue. And now there she goes. This is Holly. Now this species also has another doppelganger, and it's called the E. camphostratus, where they look identical, but the difference is their spinnerets. So they have their spinnerets golden brown, where the E. camphostratus just has dark brown. So although they look identical, be mindful the difference in the details.
Very much.
Yeah.
Well, and even within some similar ones, you'll notice that even though they look similar, you have to find those small differences. The Pothloceria, oh, I can do it. Postlotheria.
Yay!
Man, I struggle with that one.
You got it. You got it. No
Struggle
sweat.
with my S's with my teeth. Ooh, do we have a second? Hey, Sean, can you throw up one of those photos I sent to you? Well, I'm sure Kat will nail it right off the bat. What shouldn't be on Joe's arm?
Okay.
I sent it on Instagram. But yeah, so I saw a comment up here. So yeah, what's level 6? Level 6 is like I think level 6 is the highest urticating hairs.
Yep.
If I remember right. And yes, it depends on your personal, whether it stings or itches. Everybody's different. Your tolerance is different, but yes, most likely it's going to itch for almost everyone. How bad depends on you and how many you get in you. So that's something else when it comes to urticating hairs. It's not just, if you get them in, it's how many you get in you, right?
Yep.
So if you got one porcupine needle in you, that's going to hurt. If you got 10 in you, that's going to be crazy painful. If you got 20, it's even worse. So these are like tiny baby porcupine quills that are almost impossible to see with the naked eye.
Yeah.
And if you get a whole ton in you, yeah, it's going to itch really bad. Now I've gotten a few from what's the salmon pink breed? Those were like a 4 or 5. There we go.
Yeah, Lazadora.
Yeah, the LPs.
Yeah. Wait, this is M. balfouri.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, oh my God, I can't speak today. Monopunchophis bufori. There you go.
And this day's episode of What Shouldn't Be on Joe.
Yes.
To be super proud of Carrie, that thing wanted to make laps around me, and she actually used a catch cup for the first time at a show.
Oh, wow.
Yep, right between my shoulder blades. That's where they
Yeah.
always end up.
So why is that? Why shouldn't that be on your arm, Joe?
Because that is an old world species, and if it bites, it is going to hurt so bad.
Yes.
So bad.
Yep. Now remember, you're not gonna die, but you're gonna feel it for a while.
Yep. And so one of the things that I do appreciate about tarantulas is that most of them, not all of them, folks, not all of them, and there are exceptions to every rule, but most of them don't want to bite you. If they do, it's because you put yourself in position to make them feel afraid, or they're mistaking you at feeding time. And I've found out that with certain types of tongs, I don't use them, that they start to identify tongs as feeding, just like you would with all the snake, bites that people get on accident because they're boa or reticulated python miss and go for you. Same thing happens with tarantulas.
I'm trying not to move so much because Will wants to see. No. Stay. Oh man. Okay. Ooh. Don't move.
Yeah, so they're hiders.
No.
Mine upstairs are hiders.
She went and hide. So Will wanted to see my regalis, but she went and hide back down here. I don't know if you see that.
My tank is too large to easily get down here, but yes, we can get you some pictures, Will, of oh, that's something else I wanted to show people. So on my phone, right here, everybody's got a different version of notes. Let's see, see if you can see it. See all that right there? Those are my tarantula species with, let's see, with the common names on them. Like right there, you can see that's one sun tiger top. We can do it. Somopius armenia.
There you go.
So I've got several Pulsotheria species, and they can be very shy, but someone will come out, and we can definitely probably get a day where we can show off some of those, Will. But yeah, definitely write down a list. There's several good reasons for this, right? Not that they can do a ton usually at the hospitals. There's no anti-venom for it, but it always helps them to know what you got bit by, so they know what they're dealing with. And in you're incapacitated in some way, they can look through your phone, and you can at least maybe point and say, this one got me, or your spouse or your partner or friend or whoever can show it off. And plus too, it helps me with learning the scientific names. I can look through it every so often and say, this is that, and I can start practicing when I go Pulsotheria and try to say it right.
Yeah. Also, another good reason, you brought up a really good reason about bringing it to the doctor, in case you were to get bit by one of these animals. Another reason is because their venom acts different. So even though if you get bit by an old world, and although it's old world have different venom versions. So one can make you feel a certain way, and then there could be another that could act different. So different types of venom.
Yep. And that is so true. I mean, we know that when it comes to like cobras versus rattlesnakes versus mambas, hemo versus neuro versus cytotoxins, and this, I don't believe they're the exact same in tarantulas, but the same theory applies. I know spiders definitely have different cyto, neuro, hemotoxins, and everything else. But yeah, that matters. And how that, if you have a bad reaction, extra treatment that might be necessary to prevent any kind of long-term damage to the affected area.
Yeah. So
we're not doctors, folks. Go see a doctor if you get bit.
Exactly. So speaking of spiders, now we're done with the tarantulas, mistaking and identifying. we can now move on to spiders. So spiders are house spiders. Okay.
Not
Every
everything is a brown recluse
Yes, not everything is a brown recluse. Not everything
or a wolf spider.
is, yes. So tarantulas are not spiders, but spiders are not tarantulas, but they're both spiders, even though they're not spiders. Very confusing, I know. Big difference. Anyways, so brown recluse, a lot of people say they got bit by a brown recluse because of what happened. You did not get bit by a brown recluse. There is another bug that acts like the brown recluse that gives you these horrific necrosis types of bites. It was not a brown recluse. 10% of it could have been a brown recluse. I'm going to give you down to the scientific version of what is a brown recluse. So a brown recluse bite, the reason why you get necrosis is because of bacteria, not because of the venom. So all spider venom is meant for their prey. Us as being human, we have the ability to fight off that type of venom and that type of infection. But when bacteria is in play, that's when necrosis happens. Real quick, brown recluse has a violin on their carapace, so their head, right where their eyes are. So instead of towards the back of the head, it's going to be flat and empty. Whereas if you see a violin coming from the eyes down to the middle, that's a brown recluse. A cellar spider and a house spider are different from the brown recluse because they do not have the violin from their eyes, except they have it from the back. So from the front, violin, brown recluse. From the back, cellar and house spider. Neither can kill you. Got it? Okay. Next. Do you have any mistaken spiders, Joe?
So I love picking on the wolf spider even more than the brown recluse, because everything that looks remotely fuzzy and spider-like is a wolf spider. In Michigan, one of the most common ones is a grass spider,
Mm-hmm.
a common name for it. And the funny part is they're always in a web, like a funnel web.
Yep.
Um, the crazy thing about those is they don't play well with each other, but they'll make their funnels that literally back right up to each other. Yeah, learned that the hard way. Tried to gather a couple for photos, and they did not like each other when the tiny little thin wall between them broke. It was a sad day.
Wow.
But yeah, they actually have longer, thinner legs, and there's another spider that looks very similar to those. And it depends on what part of the country or continent you're on, but they'll call them water spiders or fishing spiders, not a couple of names, and what's there? Dock spiders.
Yeah.
Once again, understanding the scientific names, that's why, because this is where all that gets mixed up. But they
Yep.
look very similar in general appearance to a wolf spider, but they're not. When you put them all next to each other, they actually don't look that much alike other than basic coloration, and they all have the same number of legs.
Yeah. The eye pattern is another giveaway for all of these spiders.
Mm-hmm.
So not all spiders have 8 eyes. Some have 6, 4, and 2 rows of 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And here's a fun part. There's more than one kind of wolf spider, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can find, God, I don't know how many. I would have to actually go back and count. I've
Oh,
had a couple different species myself, and they're an amazing, amazing pet with lots of fun. Very short-lived, unfortunately, but lots of fun.
yeah.
And if you can actually get one that grows up to be large and calm, they're super cool. I had a
Yeah.
lot of fun keeping them.
So I want to show you guys this. That I could talk on and on about identifying black widows and brown recluse and whatever, but I want to give all the credit to Travis McHenry. I'm gonna put this right here. I don't know if you guys blow me up, Sean.
Oh, there you go. Oh, look at
Oops.
the little baby.
Oh wait, no, hold on, sorry. How do I go back?
I mean, we'll watch jumping spiders all day long. They're
The United
personal.
States Association of Reptile Keepers is a science, education, and conservation-based advocacy for the responsible private ownership of and trade in reptiles and amphibians. We endorse caging standards, sound husbandry, escape prevention protocols, and an integrated approach to vital conservation issues. Our goal is to facilitate cooperation between government agencies, the scientific community, and the private sector in order to produce policy proposals that will effectively address important husbandry and conservation issues. The health of these animals, public safety, and maintaining ecological integrity are our primary concerns.
Okay. Hopefully I don't miss it. All right. So I don't know if it's backwards, but
No, it's good. It's good.
yeah. Okay. So you see that Brown Recluse by Travis McHenry?
Hmm.
Please go watch his channel. If you want to know about spiders in your house or spiders around, he is the guy to watch. Also, please go get this book, The Brown Recluse. That's what it's called, The Brown Recluse by Richard Vedder. It's not just about the brown recluse. It also helps you identify different spiders, the different types of venom and how it acts. It's an amazing book. So please go check that out. So The Brown Recluse by Richard Vedder.
You know, even if you don't want to own a spider or tarantula, I recommend doing that. Knowledge is amazing. Knowledge helps you get over fears. It helps you get over misconceptions, myths.
Yep.
Um, you look back in history over how many animals were killed out of fear or misunderstanding
Yep.
is enormous. So that is just the best way to combat it.
Yep.
Will, you've been jumping in with some awesome comments in here, brother. Um, like this, daddy long legs are close related to scorpions and spiders. Nice.
I did
Yep.
not know.
Number one, learning and understanding. Yep. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly that. Oh, yep. I'm assuming he's talking about the different fishing and dock spiders, the water spiders. They're
Mm-hmm.
actually putting air bubble around them, to which is yes, that's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep. Because all spiders and tarantulas are hydrophobic. Another science word for you guys to learn and look up. Hydrophobic. But for
Which
the
is
kids,
really amazing. Like understanding that most spiders, true spiders, breathe from the bottom of their bodies.
yep.
Um, and so the fact that one is actively being on top of the water is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I love how spiders have, and I think, I'm not sure if I'm mistaken, Will correct me. Do scorpions have book lungs? So spiders and tarantulas have 4 book lungs. They look like books. So they're under their abdomen, and they look like books. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So underneath, that's why they create that bubble, because their lungs
Yeah,
are underneath. Yeah, it's so cool. Creation is amazing.
it is. And you know, one of the cool things about doing photography is that I get to stare at everything through some big lenses, some macro lenses, and I get to get up close and personal with these animals. And the closer you get, the more interesting and more beautiful they get. Um, Everybody's seen those crazy macro photos of like a fly blowing up and how weird they look, or an ant. And some of them, yeah, flies, they don't get prettier. I'm sorry, they don't. Ants become amazing to look at. Tarantulas and spiders are no different. When you actually get close to some of these animals, most people, you get a chance, and I'm not saying this to plug myself, but go look at my photos on either Instagram or Facebook, but go specifically and look for the jumping spider photos, right? This is your gateway arachnid, is a jumping spider. Look at
Yeah.
their eyes. They have different color eyes, just like they will their little fangs. What's their fang guards called? Help me out here, Kat.
The what?
Um,
Chelicerae?
Thank you. Yes, because the little fang guards, because they have different color fang guards, and their eyes are actually different colors. They'll be green eyes. Some of them have blue, and they have like an actual almost iridescent sheen to their eyes, and it's just absolutely stunning.
Go back to Sammy's comment.
A
All right,
pink spider. Uh-oh, here we go.
Sammy, I've been saving this one for you. So when it grows up, it's going to be pink, purple, and all types of pinks and purples. So I don't know how well you can see it, but it's just
Would
a
that be a
blueberry.
versicolor? A
Yes.
carabiner versicolor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just a baby right now, but I've been saving this one for you. So when it grows up, you'll be ready.
I would recommend everyone that wants to see some really neat stuff. Now, understand, not all the pictures are under normal lighting, but
Yeah.
go to Morph Market and look up tarantulas and look up like a lot of the Aviculari series we talked about, like the different pink toes.
Mhm.
Trying to remember the name of the Cosmic Dream one, which is like a versicolor on steroids.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
The non-aviculari, the Amazonian pink
Mhm.
toe, the aviculari purpea, which is the purple.
Yep.
Then there's I've got one, the pink or the purple bloom bird eater. That
Yep.
thing is gorgeous. The male, he's
Yeah.
a jerk, but he's gorgeous. He's like
Yeah.
a pretty boy. He knows it.
Yeah. The
Um,
Pemphidius platioma.
yeah, just absolutely stunning. And there's some amazingly cool colored tarantulas out there. You wouldn't believe the
Yeah.
colors some of these can have.
Yeah. Oh, so now that you mentioned that, that's also another species that gets misidentified as slings. So, I have
Ooh.
two Pemphidius. One is a platioma, and the other one is a mega. I can't say this on live because it sounds like a certain word that should not be said. But look it up. It starts with an M. Dang, I can't say it because it sounds really wrong. But anyways, these two species, as slings, they look identical, but when they grow up, they're completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's another good point. Is slings. Yeah. So I thought something was mislabeled because it looked just like
Mm-hmm.
a sun tiger, that we talked about, a Venezuelan sun tiger, and
Yeah.
it was not. It was not at all. But it looked very similar. But when you put them up next to each other, they didn't actually look the same. But
Yep.
just off um, uh, first glance, it's like, is that labeled wrong? Is that? And they're like, no, dummy. This is what it is. Look, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Things can be, what's the other one? There's a couple of blueberries out there that look similar.
Yeah. The Theraphosa, the Goliath bird eaters. There's only
Mm-hmm.
3, but as slings, they all look identical. So you have the Theraphosa sturmi, Theraphosa blondie, and the Theraphosa apophysis. So the apophysis is the pink foot, where they start to get their pink foots within the 1-inch mark. But before that, they look just like the others. The blondie and the sturmy, identical. So I have 2 sturmies. I don't have the other 2, but that's another genus within itself that they look completely the same, but they're not.
I'm thinking of what do they call the blueberry? Is it the versicolor that's a blueberry when it's
Yes, the Carabiner versicolor and the Carabiner leda, the Puerto Rican pink toe. Yeah.
Trying to think, there's another that's not related that turns it. There's a couple of them actually. I'm trying to remember. Of course, I can't remember, and I wish I would. But there's a couple of them. They don't, when side by side, don't even look close to each other, but start out in that blue kind of a look when they're little slings, and then as they grow, they drop that and change them. Oh man, I can't think of it now.
Oh, the Chromatopoemus sinopubescens, the GBB.
Yes,
Yes, and
yes. Thank you.
Diamantensis. I can't say it right. Yes, those 2. Yes, yes.
Oh, Will, the Aviculari Jurenensis.
Jurenensis. Yes, good one.
Oh, yeah.
All
He's definitely a fan.
Yeah, so beautiful. Hi, hippothons. I keep okay, hold on. Hipthons. No.
It's H&H Pythons.
Okay, H pythons. Okay, got it.
James from H&H Pythons.
All right.
H&H has been smurfed. What is smurf, Sean?
You gotta smurf it.
I don't know. Hopefully he didn't bounce them. They're real people.
Awesome. Yes, Will. We're learning, y'all. We're learning.
You know what? And that is a good point. Like, so we're coming on here trying to teach you guys some stuff. Kat knows so much more than me about all of this, right? Um, and she's still learning. And there's Tom out there who's still learning. There's nobody in the hobby that's um even if they've been in it for 20, 30 years, learning everything, they're still learning. And I know this because there's scientists out there that have been doing this for forever that are renaming species
Yes.
because they go, "Ooh, we did the genetic testing. We found out they're not the thing that we thought that they were."
Yep.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it never ends.
Mm-hmm. And if you're someone who thinks that you can learn everything about a certain subject and you think you have learned it, no, you haven't. There's still something that either you might forgot. Knowledge is power. So continue to learn, pass it on, don't hold anything back. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. Do what with scorpions a lot.
Yeah, it must be renaming.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, it
Yeah.
is. It is definitely an addiction, Will.
Yeah, it is.
And one of the neat things about tarantulas is the fact that how hardy they are, and they learn, they do different things, and you'll find ones that, I'm not saying that just get them, hold them for a while, and then move them down the road. But with what I do as a photographer, some of them aren't going to stay with me for a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
They'll find a good home when I'm done with them, or get
Mm-hmm.
traded to somebody that I know and trust for a different one, so I have time to take photos. There's some that will never leave, and that's okay. It's okay if you get something for a while and you say, I'm going to pick on a red rump, right?
Yeah.
Um, and there's a lot of, by the way, when you say red rump, you got to actually say which one, because there's several different red rumps out there from all over. I think is there even an older one? Anyway, it's not going down that rabbit hole, but we'll say a Mexican red rump, right? And you're like, I want it because it's the coolest thing ever. And then you found out that the Mexican half and half or Darth Maul was just a little bit cooler to you. And you're
Yeah.
like, okay, I really don't want to have this one. And you're like, you find somebody that's got one and they're looking to get rid of it and they like yours. And you say, hey,
Yeah.
why don't we trade? Even trade, whatever. I don't know if they're actually worth an even trade, but you make the deal happen.
Yeah.
Nobody has to feel bad, because that's the nice thing about tarantulas. It's not like trading a cat or a dog or a monitor or something with a higher brain function. It's like, hey, you're my person. As long as they get treated correctly, proper care and feeding regime, then they're going to be happy.
Yeah. Amen, brother. So what did we learn today? Yes, you in the back.
No, learn the scientific names, folks.
Yep.
It helps. It really does. And it also helps because one of the things that we've mentioned before. So me as a layperson that says, I want to take a picture of the shiny thing right there.
Yeah.
And I come up and I go, what's it called? And I hear a crazy Latin name called out, and there it's a flibba flibba flibba. And I go, I need dumb people names. I don't know how to say that. And then they explain that, oh yes, this is a Darth Maul tarantula, also known as a half snap. Okay. And then I finally later learned that it's a Victoria.
Victoria.
Yep.
Victoria.
Yep. It's in the Psalms group.
Yep.
And then I start learning, okay, these are different Psalms groups. And I learned that, oh, look, the Psalms Armenia is a Venezuelan sun tiger. And these are the cool ones that are in this group.
Yep.
And then I slowly start to learn. But when I come up to a lot of tarantula people, they don't play with the common names very much. They know it by the Latin names, and that's how they learn it. So you're literally speaking two different languages.
Yeah.
I'm talking dumb names, street layman names that aren't always correct, and they're talking about the exact name that it's called.
Yeah.
And yeah, so little fun tidbit about Joe. He first started taking photos in the hobby and knew literally nothing about isopods. And they use common names a lot more. And,
Okay.
there are ones with the name Panda in it, and there's ones named Ducky. Somehow I heard someone say Panda Ducky. They let me do that for a little while before finally telling me that there's no such thing, that's just a made
Oh,
up thing. Good time. So it was a running joke forever. Whenever I asked for an isopod, I asked, "You got any Panda Duckies?"
okay. That sounds cute
Shout
though.
out to you, Angela.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
but
So
yeah,
what,
no, it's go ahead.
no, sorry. I was gonna say, so what do we have for next week?
Ooh, what should we do?
Or the following?
Yeah, in 2 weeks. Let's see, what should we do? What have we not learned yet?
We
There's
learned
so many
a
things.
lot. And there's still more to learn.
Let's talk.
Oh,
Go ahead.
no, you first.
I was thinking we talk a lot about the different old world stuff. Why don't we dig into some of the different types of old world?
Yeah. Okay. Mixed in with, because old worlds, they do more mating stuff than new worlds.
Okay, that'd be cool. Well,
So
sex education for the folks at home.
yeah, sex ed. All right, we could do that because old world, they actually, there's a lot to know about the breeding, so we could do that.
Mhm. That would be awesome. I think a lot of people out there don't understand. And even I've got lots of tarantula friends. I've talked about it, and you know, breeding tarantulas can be spooky. Um, it can be scary.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be kind of neat to just understand nature and why things happen. And we might have a new little friend to show off. I might have not brought home that particular Belflori, but I might have been gifted a one fanger that needed a new home. And the cool thing about tarantulas, it's got one fang now, but next molt it could have a new fang.
Yes, it will. Mm-hmm. Yes, US Arc. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was a great one.
Lots of good stuff learned.
Yeah, I look forward to the following week. And also, everyone, thank you for being here. As always, you guys rock.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Yep. You got it, Will. Old worlds are something I think everybody should learn about. I feel old worlds are a little demonized even within tarantula people in the hobby,
Hmm.
um, and misunderstood.
Yeah, they
And I
are.
think that with understanding and knowing your capabilities, old worlds are great. I got a bunch of them, and honestly, my old worlds are some of my easiest keepers.
Yeah, that is
And
true.
honestly, most of them are other than my one Armenia.
Yeah.
He's an assassin. Um, uh, most of them are actually not that bad.
Yeah.
They're pretty chill, and as long as you don't go
Yeah.
at them, they're relaxed.
Mm-hmm. OBT. Yo, talk to
OBTs,
you.
I don't mind OBTs. They're pretty straightforward. They tell you what they're going to do,
Yeah.
and there's no messing around.
Yeah.
I like the dark forms, the
FCRs.
yes, the green phase that starts with the. I see. This is why you have notes, folks.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, the Muranus Kigoma, Kigoma, it's the orange baboon tarantula, but it's the dark color form.
Oh, the Kilimanjaro.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I have that one.
Um, and so they turn actually a neat shade of green.
Yeah.
It's
Like you right now.
probably,
Green.
hmm and it's probably actually, I've got a photo of one. It was the most relaxed baboon tarantula I've ever worked with. I'm sad I should have bought her. She was awesome, but she's actually gonna make some awesome babies out there, so I can't hate.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, they're stunning.
Yeah. I love baboon tarantulas.
They are just. I have not seen a baboon tarantula that does not take a stunning photo.
Yes.
Um, and they're pretty from front to back. So I like my Chilbrakis, my electric blues.
Yeah.
Um, they're gorgeous, but they're only gorgeous from the front.
Yeah.
The back is boring brown.
Yeah.
Um, the
Bright
cool
blue.
part is they come out of their little tunnels, and that's all you see is the gorgeous part. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's once again understanding your tarantulas. So yeah, awesome
Uh,
show.
yeah. This is amazing. Cool. Yeah. All right, guys. I guess we'll call it a night. I see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Big shout out to all our sponsors. Thank you, USARC, for doing everything you do for the community. Thank you to our new sponsors, Will, and help me out with the last one there. Brand new sponsor. I'm biffing it. Help me, Cat. Help me. Sean, jump in here and help me.
I
Thank
forgot.
you, Fat Nation. We
Dirty
love
Bay
you.
Reptiles.
Ah!
Thank you.
Oh, y'all slipping.
I am, man. I need to send myself to bed to learn my lesson.
You're good.
Huge shout out to Fat Man Nation. Chris Eaton, so glad to have you back and doing stuff again. Glad you're out doing it. Seeing you recover. And yes, definitely thank you to everybody watching that continues to show up and hang out with us. We appreciate you so much.
Mm-hmm. Bye, everybody.